Hey guys, it's me, B, PTH Bunny here, and today I'm going to be playing the new Dandy's World update. Now, this video was recorded starting before it came out and then when it came out, because it was supposed to have our fresh reactions to the update, and it was supposed to be just super cool and like very realistic. But unfortunately, my microphone wasn't working during the recording, so all of the audio was lost, and there was not really any way to get it back since we recorded for several hours. That being said, my friend Corbania did get the recordings, so I will be linking their video. However, until then, I might as well introduce the people I'm playing with that you can see next to me. So as you can see, I'm playing with my friend Jordan. Oh, that's the Roger on the, I don't know what that is for you guys. It was on the left. And then I'm also playing with my friend Curly on the right, the Bobette. That's about all I have to say, so let's just get into the video. I'm so sorry about the sound. I'm probably going to be better about that next time because I do believe I have a new recording method. But as you can see, I'm going to check the shop because supposedly the update was going to be out soon, but it's not out yet. Doing a little show off here of some of my stuff. But without any further ado, let's get into the update. When I saw her on the cover, I knew that the game had updated. So after the loading screen, we're like all really excited about the new tune being added. And I will tell you guys, I have gotten to decently high floors, but just a warning, I didn't really get very far most of the runs because I was using not very great tunes and I was just overall too excited to focus on the game, but I should be able to focus better and I will not spoil anything further of the video. Now, at this point, the server had already updated. So we were like, oh, well, maybe it's just adding a bit more of the update that it missed. So the server shut down, but we loaded back in. And then I believe, so here we remembered that we had to check out Pebble's new animation because I was like, oh yeah, Pebble got reanimated. So I put on Pebble and I was tested out his new walking animation, and there he did a little spin. He did a little spin and it's just so cute. I'm so happy that I got that on camera. I didn't end up playing as Pebble. Oopsie, that's a spoiler. No, I'm just kidding. It did not count. But I didn't end up playing as Pebble. So we switched back to Sprout, and we grouped together and got in an elevator to do a trio run. And that is where the video truly begins. Now, to our dismay, when we joined this run, Curly was not in it. So that sucked. But right here was when I made a discovery. There was an extraction speed candy they added. They added a new item. And that was when I was not only really excited because I'd been thinking about there's not an extraction speed candy. There's the other ones, but there's not extraction speed. So I'm really happy that this was added because even though the candies aren't great, it still works. Forgot I couldn't heal because I didn't have enough tapes. And then we ended up dying to Flutter since Curly could not join us. It was unfortunate. However, this was kind of when I started theorizing that there were going to be more items. I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if there's more items, you know? Something you wonder all the time. And then you can see them in the background, which is super cool. And you will not believe our luck on the next run. So this was the first official run of the game because Curly was included, and I ran right for that extraction speed candy with my not so great extraction speed as Sprout. And our luck, let me just say, impeccable. So we get the Razzle and Dazzle research, and then I hear a commotion. She's here, she's here, she's here. Look at her, me getting that research. She's so fast. I was not expecting her to be like a super fast toon. And we didn't really know like what her rarity was. We didn't know if she was uncommon, common, rare. We didn't know what she was. So I was trying to run from her so that she couldn't get me because she was, for some reason, really fast. Which I think is really odd. I was like, oh my gosh, she's just like Toodles. And I'm pretty sure she's actually faster than Toodles. Which is just great. Now, I'm not going to say what her rarity was yet because we did discover that later in the video. And although I talk about this later in the video, since that audio didn't get recorded, I'll just say it now. I really like how her, like, legs as a twisted are, and I couldn't run here because it was Razzle and Dazzle, but I really liked how it was, like, her tail. I thought that was just super cool. I couldn't run in Razzle and Dazzle's circle, so I ended up taking damage from Yada. And then I was on 1 heart. But let's just wait. Okay. And so then they were all in, and I was like a little upset because I got put down on 1 heart. And then Dandy did a good job. He didn't give us anything good on floor 1, which is like, why wouldn't you want anything good? Because we can't afford it. I'm at 40 tapes, and I have to pay money to heal these 2. But our luck getting Yada on the first floor was honestly pretty good. The fact that we got her floor 1 is great. So I'm just gonna speed it up from here. Actually, maybe not. I forget what happens here. So I go to get some capsules. And then here, a funny thing happened where I tried to run from Tisha, and then she ended up seeing me anyway, and I had to use a bunch of my stamina to run from her, and then I tried to savor my stamina since I'm playing a Sprout, so I'm a distractor-ish. So I just kept trying to lose her, and I was not successful. I was picking up tapes, because Sprout, you know, gotta get them tapes. Dude, I'm echoing so bad. And I finally lost her, and then I got stuck on a table. And then we completed floor 2. Floor 2. Great job. Except it's floor 2, so, like, it's not actually that good. But this was... Okay, so we got first aid because I was dying and I didn't want to die. And then I was trying to figure out if I should get spare change or just not die. And then they were like, well, you're a friend and we kind of need our healer, so let's have our Sprout be saved. So I got back a heart. And then we make it on to floor 3. And I believe we didn't really have anything like super... I forget what we got on floor 3. I didn't get any capsules immediately. So let's just see who the Twisteds were, because I kind of forget. Oh. Well, it was Boxton. And wait, it was Boxton and... Okay. It was Boxton and Shrimpo, so nothing really interesting about these 4. And then here is where an embarrassingly doomed type of thing happens. Shrimpo sees me right after I get off the machine, and I try to lose him, and I get some tapes, but I struggle to lose him, and he ends up continuing to chase me. So I run around in circles, and I keep trying to lose him. I run, like, very close to death. Well, not death, but damage. And then I lag. And Shrimpo just goes for it. And I end up losing a heart that I just got back from the card. So that's just great. And then Jordan was on the last machine, so me and Curly were waiting by the elevator so we could get in. So me on my one heart now, we get in, and we wait. Fourth floor, we got lucky again, and we got Yada. So, and I found both capsules immediately. And I also had a smoke bomb that I think I offered to them since they have lower speed. And then I saw the new stamina candy. Now, I believe Jordan told me about it, and Curly told me about it. And they told me that it looked like peas. And they aren't wrong. It does look like peas, and I just think that's great. But as you can see here, Boxton's right over there, and Curly walks over, and Boxton then comes over here and chases me. So I run away, and then I'm like, I see Yada, so slowly make my way over, and I get that research. You know? Because you always want to get that research. And then they were just standing there. And Boxton kept going over by my machine, and I couldn't get it. Then we got in the elevator, and we were lucky enough to get another heal card, and since I was on one, Curly and Jordan still allowed me to get the medical attention that I needed to survive with my one heart. And now we've reached floor 5. What a chaotic run, honestly. And there are so many runs that we did today. I recorded like 5 of them, I think. But the runs were all chaos. There was like one run where we made it decently far. But for the most part, it was just kind of us running around. Oh, and there was a med kit. So Curly grabbed the med kit, and then I got on a machine, and Jordan worked on the other one. And then, yeah, we kind of got off this floor pretty quickly, so. Doomed. Scraps tried to grab me, but lucky for me, she failed miserably, and I managed to get onto the machine and use my V-mote. Now here is where there were problems, because a machine got completed, and I was being chased by both Scraps and Yada. And I lost my heart. Again. And also, not only that, but I believe it was Curly had already gotten damaged. And then, I don't remember if I think they might have gotten damaged again. But I healed Jordan, so they were fine. And they were all at full, and I was stuck on 1. And then floor 7, Shelly. Floor 7, Shelly. We got her so early on. Not like the earliest, but the thing is, I already have all of the main research. I only need Yada research right now, and more I-Core to get Astro. So, getting Shelly wasn't really helpful to me or Curly. It only really was helpful to Jordan because they don't have all of the tunes yet. So, they don't have all the research on the mains. So, it really wasn't helpful in the most part. But, hey. And this is where everything goes wrong. Shelly saw me. And, I was working on extracting a machine, and Shelly saw me, and Jordan tried to run, and they both went after her. I took Shrimpo, but I couldn't get Shelly off of them, and they died. It's surprising, honestly, that they died before I died, because I was on one heart several times, but they kind of got chased by Shelly, and so there wasn't much that could be done. Anyways, Curly is working on the last machine, so I go into the elevator, and now it's just us. The next several floors with Curly, even though without Jordan it took a little longer, we did do really well, and we got to floor 11, the warehouse floor, and I didn't realize Louis saw me, and he got me. So then, since it was just Curly, and we were trying to get Yada research, and we were all trying to stick together, they doomed themselves. Tisha coming over there last minute. I didn't even notice that when I spectated them. Help. And then when we loaded in, we checked our research on Yada, and she is a common. A common twisted. Not an uncommon, not a rare. This faster than Toodles tune is a common. And then we saw someone who already had Yada. But then our little Roger trio scurried on over to the Astro elevator and waited to start the next run. Let's hope it goes a bit better than the last one. For the first 3 floors, nothing much really happened, just regular gameplay. I don't think anyone lost any hearts, but there were a couple chasings. And then we got to floor 3. So I guess it was the first 2 floors. Did I say the first 3? I don't know. But then we got Yada again. And so we were working, and we were just trying to get the research while also completing machines. And I got some Yada research. They were both right next to each other, so that made it a bit easier to locate it. And we also had Goob this floor. And then Yada was right there at the elevator, just kind of waiting there. And I had to do the machine, and she was waltzing right on over. I don't know who got it. I don't know if it was Curly or Jordan, but one of them walked right over and snatched Yada while I finished the machine. It looks like it might have been Curly, but it could have also been Jordan. And then Dandy gave us a jumper cable, which will help with extracting machines a lot faster. And then we reached floor 4, where nothing really awaits us aside Brightney and who was the other twisted? And Cosmo, so really not much. And then floor 5, confused one. We have Shelly on floor 5. This is not only the second time in the day that we got Shelly, but also the second time, and it was still really early. both times we get Shelly, it's really early in the run, and then there she is, and I go to get a machine, and go to get some candy, and go to get some tapes and stuff. And they see me, and I run out of stamina. And no matter how hard they try, they could not save me, and I died on floor 5. Some pro I am, bro. I can distract as Pebble and Louie, but apparently I can't even bloody survive Shelly floor 5 as Roger. All I had to do was not walk there and I would have been fine. Maybe like 1 heart damage from Cause, but I walked and I got bit by Shelly. But anyways, they're completing machines, so really not much action from me. And since there's no recording of my voice from during it, I think I'm just going to speed this up until something interesting happens to them. Dandy gave them a Band-Aid after I died, and there was a med kit they find on the floor at some point. And then they get through these floors, and then Curly runs right into Finn. I may or may not have cackled a little bit when that happened. But anyways, back to their run. So now Curly's on 1 and Jordan is on 2. And they continue to survive on floor 9. And then another funny thing happened, where Corby got chased by Flutter and then grabbed by Goob and had to use their medkit. When they got grabbed by Goob, I did laugh a little bit. And then Curly, on their 1 heart, still managed to extract, and even though Goob saw them, they managed to escape pretty quickly. And there was no machines back here, so they had no risk of dying right there. And then Jordan worked on a machine, and so did Curly. I don't think anything else interesting really happened this floor. And then here, Jordan was explaining to Curly this one time where they watched Goob attempt to go in there, and then while I was up against the fence on the cone, he didn't see me while I was AFKing. So they were explaining why that spot kind of was a good spot, and it worked. They also got GG, as you can see, so... And I do believe Curly got some sort of heal in a way. And if you saw that right there, Gigi just tried to grab Curly and miserably failed. And that reminded me the one scene in Stranger Things when Eleven reaches out her hand as if she has her powers that she lost. Sorry, spoilers, my bad. But she reaches out her hand and she's, Angela! That's what that reminded me of. So now I'm probably going to, draw that. If I do, check my community post. It'll be there if I do draw it. But anyways, they were on floor 12. And I had died on floor 5. My goodness. And then here is the Jawbreaker, and they got Sprout, and Curly just stood there. I don't think they realized. I don't know what distracted them, but they just stood there picking up the Jawbreaker while Sprout chased them down and used his tendril and summoned it right there, and they took damage because they didn't move. But, yeah. They got Sprout, which... Like I said, I already have all the main research, but he is my favorite main, so. A little jelly I wasn't there, you know? At this point in the run, Curly died, and I didn't record it, but Jordan found a med kit, and so became Distractor Roger. And this map actually got updated and changed, but I didn't fully notice. I was like, oh, that's weird. That's not how I remember it. Did they change that or something? But I didn't fully notice that the map had changed until I got it, and then they did a little spin with Cosmo. It'll look way cooler on theirs, but we then joined the lobby to start a new run, and I picked a different toon to ensure, well, not ensure, but try to get better luck. Let's see if that happens. Yeah, no, not happening. Got chased by Tisha and ran out of stam. We did get Yada, though. So that was good, I guess, for my research. There was one capsule there. I forget if there were any other capsules. And then I clutched it with my bill, but I lost a heart on floor 1. Didn't realize it, but Curly also lost a heart, so it's not the most embarrassing. Just a little annoying. But I suppose let's just wait and then try to help Jordan out there. Get in the elevator. Let's see if this run can get better. Yet no, it cannot. We got Toodles and Yada on floor 2. And I not only got damaged by Toodles, but Yada somehow saw me and I ran out of stam. Curly also got Yada, and I forgot to mention that, but they got Yada, and no matter, since I was playing as Glisten with low stealth, no matter how hard they tried, they could not save me. And then they got GG. So, whatever. I forget what run it was, but there was one run where I died and they felt bad for me. It was probably this one, considering I died so early on. And also considering the fact that you can see Jordan distracting right now. And just look at that little spin with Dandy. Not Dandy, that is Gigi. Ugh. That is Gigi. And then Curly came to get the Twisted, since they kind of were just giving up this run because I failed so miserably. And they kind of took pity on me. So, here we start another run. Let's see if I can actually be good at the game. I picked Cosmo and I got a medkit on floor 1. Great idea. Great choice. Great. Just great. Lovely. That was actually good. No sarcasm. I had to use the medkit, but it's okay because Dandy gave us an instant restock. I'm not only at 3 hearts and I have healed my friends, so we're all at 3, but we got another medkit. Wow. And wowie, what is this luck with Cosmo? I may have gotten hit, but I got a band-aid. And I was being stupid and I forgot the fact that I can use the band-aid while I'm on 2. I don't remember how long it took me to realize this, but oh well. Oh no, wait. Is Jordan still with us, or did they die? I forget. We'll see. I'm gonna say no, they didn't, but I remembered then, and I got a med kit. I think I found it on the ground, my guess. And I got a band-aid, and then Curly was distracting a little bit, and I got to get that Yada research, so took the aggro for a minute, and then I ran so that I could get that research without dying. But I think Jordan might have died at this point. But I still had good luck, and I had 2 medkits. I don't know. If Jordan didn't die, we'll see them in the elevator. But I'm pretty sure they did. I don't know what happened or when it happened. I forget if it happened the previous floor or if it happened like at the very beginning of this floor. I kind of missed it. But yeah, they died. So, there's some new chat. I believe it's Cosmo saying, "Hey, could you bring some candy to the kitchen?" Oh, we got Yada again? Wow, back to back. And we also got scraps. Yikes. But, yeah, it's a conversation. If you play with Cosmo and Yada, you can see it. Pretty cool. And then, nothing back there. Almost got scraps, though. And then on floor 12, we actually got Astro. So Curly decided to start distracting, and shortly after this machine, I looked over there and I saw the new area. And I then realized that the map had been like revamped in a couple ways. So I did what anyone would do, and I stopped extracting, and I found a med kit. My luck, bro, is insane. My Cosmo luck is insane. But I looked back here and I saw the new room. This is so cool. I mean, it's going to be a bit more difficult to, like, completely hide. But at the same time, it shouldn't be, because it was already hard the last one in the old room because they could see you while you were working on a machine. Since we were only on floor 12, and I've only gotten this floor with the new research, like, not the new research, the new update once, I haven't seen every new machine location in that area, and the other new area right here where it's split, and there's a room, and I found a band, and I immediately used it because I was on 2, but there's this new room. My guess is there's probably going to be machines in there, but I'm not sure. There might not be any room for it. I didn't really look. And then Curly was getting fed up with having to distract and was like, "Stop gushing and looking at the new map. Do a machine." Not in those exact words, but. And then I had to heal them because they were on 2. So, of course. And then I got some machines done, and I had to wait for them to go outside of where I was, and then I found the last machine and kind of just worked on it from there. And then on floor 14, Curly died because they wanted to see their research. And you see how I have 2 medkits in my inventory and I'm on 1 heart? I forgot I had 2 medkits in my inventory. So even though I was gonna die anyway, so we could do a new run, I forgot to use my medkits. That made me mad. I mean, I didn't really need any research, but I got Yada, so that was great. Don't have enough research for her trinket yet, but I got her. I had 50 research. I think I had a little over. And then we all grouped up in... We really just kind of waited for Curly to get back. Because I forget what happened, but I think they joined the wrong server. And then we just kind of waited, and we waited. Blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like yapping on about it. And then we were going to do a run here, and so we had to kind of like wait for the Roger to get out of there. And then I thought it would be a great idea to do a curse run. And as you can see over there, there was a Roger in that elevator, and it went down. That was Jordan. And I didn't realize they went down in an elevator. So we did end up doing a curse run where we each got one respin. It ended up being to the one where Jordan was the only one allowed to distract, and both me and Curly could not heal ourselves. So not only could we could not extract, but if we distracted and we took damage, then we would, well, not be able to heal. This curse run didn't go very well, so I'll probably try it with a bit different approach next time. But I got the set that I thought would be good enough that would help with trying to distract and also staying alive with no healing. So, without further ado, let's get into the curse run. This run, well, it kind of was a curse. By the end of floor 2, me and Curly were both on 1 heart because we tried to distract and didn't do a great job. And not only that, but there were medkits and bands, and because we couldn't heal, they all went to Jordan on 3 hearts, and we couldn't really do anything about it. And then we got Toodles and Yada, so I had to kind of like get that Yada research because I still want the trinket, and run from Toodles. So I did have a box of chocolates, though, that I got from taking damage on the last floor. But Curly, playing as Yada, got stuck in T-posing mode. So we just have T-posing Yada, and it's really funny. Just look at Curly just T-posing. We were just kind of spinning there. And then Toodles. Didn't do anything, though. Tried to get them Toodles off, but we ended up losing her anyway. Anyways, so I accidentally extracted a machine, and Curly bought a med kit, so I went to be like, well, the curse one is over. I broke the curse, and I did a machine, and I realized that wasn't my curse. I broke Jordan's curse, but I ended up dying anyway, so there wasn't anything I could do about it. And Curly was running around on 3 hearts, even though they weren't allowed to heal. So the curse one was kind of just completely ruined at this point. So I think next time we do a curse run, I feel like there should be something done about it. But anyways, Curly lost their 2 hearts that they earned from the med kit. So I kind of just was like, whatever. I guess I'll just let it go or whatever. And even though I extracted a machine, I didn't actually extract it. I got like probably less than 1% on it because I immediately remembered. But they ended up getting into the elevator. I don't remember how long they survived, but at this rate, the curse run wasn't going great, and we all kind of wanted to get off because at this rate, we'd been playing for like 2 to 3 hours, if not more, considering the fact that we played before the update came out. So, Curly got a bottle of pop and then was escaping Doom to Louie. And Roger's stealth is just so high that Jordan could just walk right through the Twisteds while Curly distracted. If you want to look at that, though, they'll probably have that up on their channel, so I'll let you watch it there. I let them say that they beat it by beating floor 5, since I didn't even think we were going to make it that long. So Curly tested out their extracting to see if they would still T-pose while extracting, and then ran into Boxton. I told them to do that because the curse one was over and we all kind of just wanted to get off. And then Jordan finished a machine simply to just kind of get the I-Core, because they needed I-Core to get some more tunes so that they could get Yada. And then they got killed by Boxton, simply just to get off and end the run. I know this video is a long one, so if you made it to the end, honestly, thank you for watching. Like, thank you so much. And if you had to watch this in, like, increments, honestly, kudos to you for still watching the whole thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!